Laters and earliers, welcome to my channel. So we have some good news for those of you that were upset earlier, the fact that we didn't have a lot of certain brand here. Some more have been added of your favorite brand, and that would be Case Agricultural. We've got several new tractors from Case added. I think also now it's hard to tell which came in because once again I wasn't really familiar with what they had with it. I know these two were in, and then we had a big missing list. But we've got the AFS Connect series Steiger, and also the Quad Track and the Row Track. Those are new. So we got that. I think that was it. I'm not sure if we had both of these. I think they only had the 9250, so we got a 7150. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry. This is going to be tough. We're going to play around on the farm today, but I wanted to go over this real quick. There's been several major updates, including the fact that the American trucks now work. So whereas before we had all these really cool trucks that we couldn't use, they have fixed the American trucks. So the axles now work. The trucks no longer get stuck. They can go up hills and pull things through gravel. They don't have opposing wheels any longer. So ding dong, the witch is dead. We can finally play with our trucks. There's some other equipment too. We have the Hydro Trike, which, what is it? Does it do both? Okay, slurry basically. And whatever the thing is you call that goes behind our digestate, that's the word I'm looking for. This is really cool looking. I was hoping that this would be, let's see what we got. Can we change it to different? No. I was hoping that you'd be able to get this and then change it to like different kinds of backs, but you can't. Along with lots of new trailers and stuff. Oh, and that's right. There's also one of these. You guys remember our, this is new. This is a mid-size Landini. Now, not a huge difference. It's the same thing as McCormick. So if we're looking at, well, I guess the XV7 is more expensive, but Landini, it's the same company. And you can see here, even if you look closely at these two, the hood up above the top part of the cabin looks exactly the same. And that is because they are the same. Hey, Captain Zank. Hello, dude. So we now have the Landini equivalent of that tractor. I thought that was pretty cool because I like Landini. And like I said, you don't see them very often. I don't think they added any smaller. We have this Landini, but I don't think we have any other small Landinis in. Let's just look real quick and see. No, that's about it. So, a couple really cool big changes. Hey, what's up, Jay-Wah? I just wanted to kind of share that happened. I was going to stream earlier today, like around 3 o'clock, but it took 2 hours for the update to download, which was really frustrating. Other good news here. This is really cool. I was pretending like my house was over here on this map, but that no longer. We can actually build our own house. Before I said, this is quote unquote. Oh, that stinks, Kilimanjaro. How are you handling it? This, right over here, I was saying this was our home, but that's not really true. My house isn't here. My house is going to be elsewhere. It's going to be over here. Hey, Big, thanks for the Big Prime subscription. Yes. Yes. That's cool, Gator. Glad to hear it. I'm assuming you mean Zaxby's. Is that correct? So here's another new mod that came with the update. Not mod, but new patch thing. Watch this. 7 days without power. Oh, man. All right. What's for sale first? Same crap. We're going to grab this and take a look at farmhouses. This is new. Yes, for $20,000, you too can have this luxurious dream home. Wait, suddenly the man who farms in a game from a previous generation appears. That's funny. Good, Gator. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so for $20,000, you can have this gorgeous trailer added to your property, and you can make it a home of your own. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's ugly, but it definitely beats the other one in price. And we're going to see what we can do about the decor. Stuck at your parents doing laundry. I did laundry. That's what I was doing before. My wife has little baby ducks. They're down in the basement now. And, oh, my God, it smells so bad down there. I'm gagging just thinking about it. Frig's sake. I went down there and I was like, bleh. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it's bigger than your apartment. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the where's the button? There's the button. I'm going to do, let's see, decorations. I need some bushes, some George Bush. All right, how's this do? Nope, those are too small. That's awesome, Gator. Well, congratulations, sir. Oh, the John Deere, the John Deere game? Yep. I know about it. I seen it. Put this little facade out front here, and you can barely tell that either Ricky or Julian may live here. Sorry, little worst TV show of all time, but still, it sure is funny. Where's Bubbles? Where's Bubbles' truck? I love Bubbles' truck. I want Bubbles' truck. He's got that Mitsubishi. Trying to bring this around here. There we go. When your house costs as much as the lenses of your camera, right? Exactly. We should probably put some bushes on this side, too. We'll bring those around here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, no, too close. Come on. I'll tell you what, these things are expensive. There we go. Nah, that looks nice, doesn't it? It looks like a little house. The backside's a little ugly, but that's okay. All right. What else do we want to do here? I need to probably change my clothes from Massey Ferguson to Case. Decorations. What else do we got? We got others. Does this actually function? Like, I wonder. I'm going to test this. This is ridiculous, but. Oh, that's cool. Every fossil. That's hilarious. So it was still a collection thing. Okay. Does this open? I would love if this actually worked. Nope. I was going to make that where I could park my pickup truck, but that sucks. So when do I buy the Quadtrac? How is Viking doing today? This is my real farm. I decided to have just a single-player farm for Twitch. So we have purchased these two fields just to go over kind of what happened in the last episode. I've purchased this field here, number 72, which is all covered with taters right now. And I think I am gonna harvest these potatoes. And then Farmosaurus, that's hilarious. And then I've got this field also that we harvested for canola. And then if you look over yonder, there is a really tall plant. I think that's it right there, that big silo sticking up there. That is the oil plant, and I purchased that. So I've started with the $1.5 million that you get plus a loan. And so far, I've managed to harvest that and start some production of canola oil. And this is basically going to be a oil farm. I'm going to grow canola, and you got refunded for FS22. Is that for the Best Buy copy, Taloa? And then we built this awesome barn. And if you guys haven't seen these yet, these are the in-game barns or vehicle storage. This one has a built-in shop, and it's got storage for my tractors. This is pretty cool. And did I like what they did to the green? Now, what do you mean, Finney? Like, what specifically are you referring to? You also have this end here where you can park all of your cool New Holland swag. So I'm real happy with this setup. And now I've just put in wait, you asked for a refund. So what, are you not playing anymore? Tay, are you like not going to play it, or? Yeah, so here is all of this. I forget. You got to remind me what's going on with that, Tay. Because you're still playing, though. You're just playing on console. Is that the... Anyway, so we've just made this as you guys watch. But I am going to get... I'm not going to keep that. There's no point. I thought you could park your car in there, but it's ugly, and I don't really want it in there. So we're going to fix this. So we're going to do a couple little more gussying up here to our house here. So what other things do we have? I could put a little shed there or something. That makes me mad that they... Dang it. I'm glad somebody remembers. Yeah, dummy garage, right? In-law suite. There we go. Ruins my view. That's an ugly shed. This is my outhouse. We could do that. I see, Taloa. Their launcher? I still have the launcher. I haven't had any issues with it, but when did they change how the pallets worked? Wait, what? You can't pick up full pallets now. I'll have to take a look into that. I'm not aware of that, but okay. I mean, I believe you. I haven't. Why would they do that? That seems really weird. All right, so that's way too big. That's noise. I don't know. This is more romantic here for my house. Do a little thing there. There you go, Gator. Well, that's what we call you anyway. In the patch, it seems. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I mean, I believe you. That's bizarre. I don't understand why they would do that, but maybe they created a new bug. I haven't played since the patch. I basically patched. Yes, I heard that. Now, okay. So if you guys remember, I complained really hard about not being able to do not being able to what did I complain about? Oh my God, my brain. I complained about not being able to delete the barns off the buildings, okay, so we have down in this corner here, hang on, we'll go down there. Okay, so you're going to have to pick them up with a front loader now? Ugh. Yeah, my update took hours. I was going to stream at 3, but it took forever. So apparently now, just features, right? You can remove some of these buildings So when you buy this farm down here, you can, like they did it for, I guess there's 4 farms on this map. You can remove the buildings on all of them now. I haven't tried it yet, but that's great because that's one of the things that, as you know, when I first started playing, I'm like, what the heck? You know, now not a big deal. They also gave us the trailer park garage though, and so that to me means that I don't really care if I can tear the buildings down or not because I can just start building my own farm on the fields. However, yeah, I haven't tried the removing the buildings yet, but that is a great new feature, and I'm glad to hear that they did that. So, let's see. Weird. Hey, what's up, Telk Guy? So here we have our little setup. I'm not really finding anything that looks like that would make me happy as a garage for my pickup truck, because all we have are lights and fences. They haven't really given us, you know. Hopefully this will get flushed out as time goes by. No one seems to be making. Here we have an advantage for modders to make mods that could actually be useful to us, and none of them are. So that's a little frustrating, but yeah, that's it. Tools. Let's see if they have anything like that. No, nothing. Frig. Okay, so I'm ready to go ahead to the next day. Hey, what's up, R. Summers? Tell Guy, how's it going? So I'm happy. Yeah, it took me about 2 hours or an hour and a half, Red Alpha. Well, the first time I tried it, it stalled, and so I reloaded it, and then it went fast. So we're going to wake up tomorrow at 8. Ooh, I like that. There's a new sleeping symbol. You guys want to go outside? Hey. No. Do not take my sock outside, Elfie. No sock. No! Hey! This is why I have no pairs of socks left. I'm constantly having to buy socks. Cut that lamppost down. We got a crap ton of 3mm. Yeah, right. That's what Kyle was talking about. He's like, oh, boy. I can't wait to get all these, what the frick? There were no weeds last night. Oh. So that's true. You could set up a trailer park. Oh, my God. Okay, so this thing is, this tells you the yield bonus now. Look at that. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, it's got the yield bonus. So there's a plus 18 yield bonus. That really sucks. So in this case, I'm probably going to lose money on this. I don't think we're going to get $20,000 of potatoes out of the ground, especially if we have to rent equipment to do it. But I'm going to rent it. I don't want to deal with having to do the pull-behind harvester. They just take forever. So we're going to look at potato technology, and I'm just going to lease this bad boy just for fun. Oh, God. There's no way we're going to make $30,000 on this harvest. But I'm stupid, so here we go. They also tell you how to remove weeds now. Okay, that's cool. I know. Well, it should have taken. Here's the problem. I think for whatever reason, the region that I'm in has a fairly long download for the patches. So there you go, Telk. Every time I get a download from them, it takes forever. It'll run like super fast. It was a 2 gig update. I got down, I want to say, about a gig in the first 10 minutes, and then it just slowed way down. And then it'll go really fast, and like another 500 megabytes in a second will download, and then it just slowed down again. So, I don't know. I gave up after a while. I just left. I'm like, I'm going to go do some laundry, play with the puppies. Commando time. They tell you how to remove the weeds that are on the field now? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thank you for the sub. I need to order more socks. I need to stop at Walmart. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, that's the other problem, too. So if I got it from Steam, it would be fast. But I can't complain because I got the game for free, so I just kind of take it as I get it. Yeah, and that's all 2 gigs should take, because that's normally I can download like 10 gigabytes in about a minute or less. So Haven't you seen? Have you used this yet, Jay? This is what it looks like. It is a different looking machine than the old one. It's much bigger. This is the Venter. Well, that is some cool tech right there. Let's see. The Tiger. Are you talking about? Okay, when you say the Tiger, are you talking about this Ropa? The Tiger, the Ropas are for sugar beets, not potatoes. So, yeah, look at this. Look at that thing. That is incredible. That is a process. Like Kyle always says, though, like we don't in America we don't use these. We just use like the pull behind. That thing is crazy looking. I mean, it's pretty cool. It must be cleaning them off. That's really sweet. Does it do potatoes too? Yeah, then it's probably modded. iGPU. Oh, yeah, I saw about that. None of my laptops or anything have that. I don't think so. I think it holds a lot more than the other one. Yeah, what a cool device this is. It makes potato harvesting less of a headache. It's got a really long nose. Look at that. Uh-oh. I switched cameras. It didn't like that. There we go. This is one of those, I don't know why it is. I always feel like the internal camera is off axis. So when you look around the cabin in this game, if you're not looking directly ahead, it feels like it changes. I don't know how to explain it. It changes the center of your view. It's really bizarre. Oh my gosh, yeah. Can you imagine servicing this? We got a loose belt there. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near $50,000 worth of, or $30,000 worth of potatoes, but maybe. Have a good supper, Red Alpha. The field of depth setting. What's that? It's the, oh, I see what you're saying. That's the iGPU thing. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get our money, so especially since those weeds were on the field. Oh, well. At least this makes it, I don't want to say painless, but a lot less pain than if we had tried to do this with one of those 2-row harvesters. That takes forever. Oh, field of view. Okay, I see what you're saying. The FOV setting. Yeah. I dig your information up. I'm feeling really so much like we're not going to make back our money on this crop. Maybe if the field was like 3 times this size, but we're not getting a good yield here. I don't know. Maybe at plus 18 we are, and I just don't know it. But it seems like we're not. I thought it was called depth of field, not field of depth. but maybe that's how they called it in this version. I haven't really looked into that too much. I just kind of leave it default. I know field of view, FOV, is like how wide your view is, but I thought depth of field is going to be your field of depth. Depth of field is going to be how far away things draw in. Okay, it is. Okay. I was going to say that. I'm very confused. I've never called it field of depth. It's an issue that people that wear glasses have. I know when I first started playing, I played basketball a lot in high school, not professionally or high school sports team or anything like that. I just like playing with my friends. We played basketball all the time. And when I got glasses, I really, because of the long nose, right? It really changed how I played basketball. For a while, it took me getting used to the change of the depth of field, and I couldn't hit baskets when I had my glasses on. So, ooh, working on lasers. Laser. Laser nips. So it looks like this thing does about 5 rows at a time. And at a third of the field done, we're about halfway full. So we're going to need to unload this once and a half. And that sucks because that's not very many potatoes. But that's okay. I mean, I'll have to figure out where to sell these even because I don't know. We may have to hold on to them for a little while. But once again, we don't really need our tipper again until next year when it's canola harvesting season. But we do need to plant our canola. I think today's September, and I think today is the last day for canola. So let's take a look real quick here. Yeah, we have to plant today. So we have to get these fields turned. So we have 1 day to get our fields turned. And it shouldn't be too hard. These fields are not huge. And we've got a big tractor. We've removed the stubble on the other field. I don't think you can do the stubble remover on this one because these are potatoes. There is no stubble. But we are going to have to plow both fields and lime them. So we're going to lime first, then plow. I may do a spader. I know it's funny. OSHA says never to use the spader, but I'm not sure why that is. So, oh, does it? Okay, so now how do I tell if I think I have that on, but. Oh, that's crazy, Tech Junkie. That's really cool. I've got a friend whose job it is to test nozzles for aircraft delivery systems. And so his job is to make sure that they always work or as within tolerances. And it's all he does all day long is he sets up tests to test these nozzles and, make sure that they are able to handle. He's an engineer. He's a very, very smart man. And it is, he keeps us alive when we fly, basically. It's that kind of job where it's like, you must get this right. It's Parker Hannafin, I think, makes them. Anyway, that's all he does is sets up test regimens for different nozzles and types. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it's like on a manufacturing end. I think it's a design end. So people design these nozzles and then he tests them to make sure that they pass, that they meet the FAA standards. Speaking of FAA, I went on a photo shoot today. And it's always funny. People have no idea. Like this guy and his wife I've worked with for a long time. And he's really, really a smart guy. And they're like, he's like, dude, I got this property. It's like a horse property, and it's awesome, and it's right behind the valley. And I got up there, and like literally, there's like 737s like flying 10 feet above the trees on their way into the airport. And I'm like, you do realize I cannot fly my drone here? Like, it's directly in the flight path of Hopkins Airport. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, it should be obvious. Like the planes are like, like right over the top of the house. And I'm like, yeah, I can't fly my drone here. That's not legal. And it won't even do it. You know, they've got the systems in the drones now. They won't even take off if they're in a situation like that. So, all right, so let's unload this bad boy. Man, this thing is really cool. I do like it. It definitely makes potato harvesting much less of a chore, that's for sure. I need some coffee. I should have made. I was gonna make some. I also got a mod, but I forgot to load it, that allows you to paint anywhere. Let me see real quick. Maybe I did load it. I don't remember. Let's take a look real quick here and see if I did, because I want to get this stuff fixed. So. Yeah, no, but he knows, because we've talked about the rules before. Like he knows, but it was funny. I guess he doesn't know, does he? This is a good deal. I might buy this. How wide is it? 6 meters. That's a really good price for a cultivator. Oh, and it fits our horsepower rating. I think we're going to buy this. Yeah. Take advantage of that situation. Okay. So I need to look at the paint real quick here and see if we can fix our landscape. Painting. Nope. Okay, so we're still going to have to get the paint anywhere mod and fix that up, because I hate that. We'll fix that. Sometimes I get like that too. Sometimes you just need a break from what you're doing. I get that totally, Andrew. So let's take our little New Holland tractor, our big New Holland tractor, and get this big New Holland tipper, the New Holland colored tipper, which I love the fact that we could get it that color, even though it's not supposed to be. Sweetness. So if they ever do add a car garage, like a single car garage, and we'll be doing that for our little home too. We could actually put some flowers out front too. It'd probably look nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? One thing they've never fixed is the granola potatoes going through the bottom of the cart. They still haven't changed that. That's still a farm sim thing. Geez, I realized I don't. Here's my phone. I was going to say, my wife calls. She's at work right now. And I decided to stream early today because I think we're going to hang out tonight and maybe do some more of our Elm Creek farm. So I thought that'd be fun for us. Arthur, I'm not a very good homemaker. You should see how messy my house is. It's bad. That was the fastest eat ever. Jeepers criminy, Red Alpha. Take a breath while you eat. Lurk. Well, Gator, I'm glad to hear that you got your job at Gatsby's, Zaxby's. Aren't they? Is it a fast food joint? I'm not familiar with Zaxby's. I tried to look it up, and my phone died. So I know it's some kind of food, but I don't. Is it fast food like Sonic or something like that, or? It's not an Ohio thing, so we don't have Zaxby's, and I don't know. I'm not familiar. Ooh, pancakes. That sounds good. Fast food like fried chicken and whatnot. Okay, cool. Chicken. I love chicken. Is it as good as Chick-fil-A though? I'm slowly turning my wife. Mr. Micah and I were on the phone last night, and he mentioned that he was going to Chick-fil-A to dinner, and we just got a Chick-fil-A in Medina, and I'm like, please? And she's like, man, She's like, I will try Chick-fil-A. And I was like, okay. So we went, and I'm like, we were done eating, and I'm like, how did you like it? She's like, it's all right. And this is what my wife says. So last time we have a restaurant in town called Dickie's Barbecue, and I took her there, and she was like, she's like, it's all right. And then like every day she's like, can we go to Dickie's Barbecue? Can we go to Dickie's Barbecue? Can we go to Dickie's? So she liked it. So you think it's better than Chick-fil-A. That's hard for me because I think Chick-fil-A is probably my favorite fast food of all time. I don't know of any other fast food ever that I would go to. In fact, I get sick of fast food, but I never get sick of Chick-fil-A. So that smell. Ugh. I couldn't eat the little duckies. They're too freaking cute, but they're overpriced. Okay. She just didn't. Now she did say that she didn't like the ranch sauce. She said it's too vinaigrette tasting, or too. It tastes too much like vinegar. But she said it's right on that edge. But she really liked the food, the sandwiches. So some of them are terrible. Some of them are great. Okay, it's like McDonald's. That's the one thing that I like about Chick-fil-A is that it's consistently the same flavors and the same quality. I've eaten at Chick-fil-A hundreds and hundreds of times. I've only once ever had a sandwich where I was like, oh, that sandwich was gross. In general, they are amazing always. So all right, well that's good, Edrit. The Chick-fil-A sauce, I'll have to tell her to try it. So $900 chicken strip. $600 catering order. Holy cow. Always go for the Chick-fil-A sauce, huh? Yeah, their crust is like perfect. Yep. You have a whole shelf full of Chick-fil-A sauces. Yeah, it's not a bad cab. This machine turns pretty adeptly, too, considering how long it is. That is true, Jawa. That is very true. Kroger sells them now, huh? There we go. So you had Chick-fil-A once, and they paid for you on house. Now, why is that? I don't even know what that means, but so you do chicken on the grill. You slice the chicken breast now and do salt and pepper and olive oil. That sounds delicious. Your arm's getting done fast. I need to clean my refrigerator, period. I got some old food in there that needs to get cleaned out. So sounds like your Chick-fil-A, it's not very good, huh? That sucks. Gator's cooking in the kitchen. Look out. So that's good news indeed that we can now remove the buildings and make these farms ours. I think my prediction was wrong. It seems like we are going to get a lot of potatoes off this field, which is good. So, oh, that's so funny. She's like, ooh, cool tattoo. I'll pay for your lunch. Whoa, okay. Yeah, don't learn kitchen skills from a fast food place. Kitchen bad habits. Who's Alton Brown? Is he like a TV chef? Sorry, I don't watch a lot of TV. Netflix, yes. TV, no. Oh, of course. Now that I get started streaming and where everything's bopping along, she's going to be like, I need to ride home from work now. 6:15. Okay, well that works. Hey Siri, set my alarm for 6:15 p.m.
I set your alarm for 6:15 p.m.
There we go, 6:15 p.m. So that means we can stream for another 40 minutes or so. So that works out. We'll be about an hour and a half there. All right, so 1 second. I got to let my doggies in just for 1 sec. Hang on here. Come on, pups. Let's see. Did I have to earn my RC pilot licenses in order? No, there is no licensing for RC piloting. For real pilots, you have to do them in order, but for RC piloting, there really isn't a license. The only license that you have to have is a drone license, and that just certifies you that you can fly for all drone, like any drone. And, if you're doing it for business, you also have to register that specific drone with the FAA. You give it you give them the serial number, and they just keep it on their records. So, but you don't actually have to get a license for any kind of regular RC, like recreational RC stuff. You can even fly a drone without having a license. It's only when you start to make money. If you're going to do commercial work with your RC whatever, then you have to have it, licensed, and you have to have a license. So I hope that makes sense. Did it set your alarm, Mohawk? Let's see. Let's see. Alton Brown. I'm sorry. I missed the Alton Brown comics because I had a bunch of stuff happen all at once. Anyone play FS2 after the new patch? I don't know. Does my stream seem like the game noise is louder? I haven't noticed it being louder, but that's cool, Gator. I don't know what that means either, Red Alpha. I'm just going to leave that one alone. Okay, so he was on the Food Network. Oh, okay. Crap. I screwed up and I'm only getting 3 rows, but okay, whatever. That's all right. He had to learn how to fly different airplanes before he could fly a biplane. Why? The biplane's the easiest type of airplane to fly. The biplane has more lift than any other kind of aircraft. So when you fly biplanes, it's the easiest because you can slow way down and still have tons of lift. So, interesting, Tech Junkie. You said taught you a lot. Yeah, maybe that is a club thing, something they do for fun or something like that. But no. People usually start with high wing trainers. That seems to be the best way because they're very predictable in how they fly. And by the way, thank you for the sub, Vizar. I appreciate that. Keep Arthur fed and his family. See, that's silly because biplanes are way floatier than. Well, maybe that's why though they're afraid that it'll be too floaty. But most biplanes have much better handling characteristics, and they're much easier to fly than the other airplanes. So that's weird, but I would love it if we could have a crop duster. There's a guy up north from here that has a steerman that he uses to dust the crops. It's pretty cool stuff. So, yeah, now if you're dealing with like turbine-powered RC stuff, then yeah, I could see having to have a special license for that. Because yes, they did, Cameo. I tested that out. I had a fully loaded double grain trailer and drove it uphill on gravel, and it was fine. Slow, but it did it. Okay, so the problem that I'm having is I don't know what to do with all these potatoes. Aside from, I think I'm going to have to put them at the train station for now. We'll probably just sell them through the train station so I can sell them all at once. Yeah, but can you imagine how fast you could get crop dusting done? Boy, that would be really cool. I would love that. The train is north of us, actually, so we need to go... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. It looks like I need to go... Still, it looks like I still need to go to the south and then to the right. Unless... Is there a train depot right behind me? You know what? I think there's a depot right behind my house. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. So we could just... We're going to use their silo for now. Yes, it'd be awesome to do crop dusting. I think that'd be awesome. Uh-oh. Ding, ding, ding. Controller, Q Clouds. I mean, the steering wheel is okay, but I think... Here's how I usually look at it. Steering wheels are for games where you spend 90% of the time in the cockpit. So, truck sim, my summer car. I'm trying to think. Both ATS and ETS are good examples. Like driving games, racing games, that kind of stuff. I don't think that they work as well for the steering wheels. I think that the controller is the best. I mean, for farm sim, I think the controller is the best use of your time because it's easier to use. It has camera controls on it, and since you drive from the outside, it's not like you're really getting much out of it. Well, that goes right into the ceiling, doesn't it? Oops. But yes, I think that, honestly, the controller works way better for farm sim. Plus, then you don't have to sit up straight. You can like lay back on the couch and play and all that good stuff. So I prefer it, but that's just me. No, they're still a hot commodity, Gator. Everything's a hot commodity right now. Hey, what's up? Dr. Dread, Man of Mystery, welcome to the channel. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I would say, controller. Oh, no, and I'm saying controller, Wolf. I'm saying controller compared to steering wheel. I think that it's much easier to play with a controller on Farm Sim, simply because you spend most of your time outside. So, but yeah, a game like iRacing or American Truck Sim, Euro Truck Sim, those My Summer Car, those are definitely games where steering and being in the cockpit, it's a much more realistic experience. So. And you spend most of your time driving from the cockpit. So that's right, the harvester's off. I turned it off. I'll tell you what, used cars are a hot commodity right now. I don't think I'm going to get that truck. I think the guy's going to end up giving me my money back, which is okay because I want my money back. But I'm never going to be able to get anything to replace it, which that does suck. Because right now, the only thing you can find on the used car market is a Kia Soul, pretty much. There's like 8 million Kia Souls for $8,000. They're ridiculously overpriced. And just, I'll never get one. So. That's what I'm afraid of. My poor garage door that my brother-in-law crashed into. I'm probably never going to get that fixed. Yeah, so anyway, they're used cars right now are insanely expensive. Like, they're way overpriced. Almost double what they normally are. I don't know, Psychotronic. I've got it, and I don't use it. I've got the panel right here next to me. Here, I'm tapping on it. Listen. That's the Logitech side panel. I don't touch it. All the controls that I have are mapped on my Xbox controller. I don't ever use it. I actually use my Farm Sim control panel for American Truck and Flight Simulator and Star Citizen. I don't use it for Farm Sim because everything's on the. Once again, it's right on the joystick. Why bother with all the extra buttons when you don't need them? Trying to think of what else I use the steering wheel for. Pretty much any kind of driving sim where you're in the cockpit. You know what I really wish you could do? I wish that the side panel worked with train sim, but it doesn't. That USB side, the heavy equipment side panel, that thing would be great with train sim, but they don't support it. So there you go. Well, let me tell you, having the side panel doesn't make it any better, Psychotronic. It just means that you have more buttons to forget what they do. Trust me on that. Because even now with American Truck Simulator and Flight Sim, I'm like, wait, which button starts it? Which button is the button for the autopilot? Because they're not labeled, they're just colors. So you have to remember which buttons are what. So you just have more buttons to forget. Sounds like I have a blinker on. There we go. Yeah. I would disagree with that, Gator. The Hondas are not as good as the Toyotas. You need to start looking at service records. Their record is not what it used to be. They're still great, but their record's not what it used to be. And the Pilot, my mom had a Pilot. She had a lot of trouble with it. It was a good car, but there were definitely issues with it. I like Honda. I would buy a Honda, but I will say that they're not as reliable as Toyota anymore. So, and I would definitely not get a first-gen Pilot. Maybe second-gen. Second-gen, I think, is the one that you could really do some RV or off-roading in. So, yeah, but the Pilot. My mom had she had the second-gen Pilot. She had all kinds of. It was the luxury model. It had everything in it, and she had a lot of trouble with it. Suspension issues, drivetrain issues, transmission issues. She had to sink a lot of money into that truck to keep it running. It was a nice truck. I actually inherited it and then ended up selling it right away. I can't drive it. I'm a big guy, and for some reason Hondas are not good at making comfortable cars for big people. With Kia, you can get in their smallest car and it's comfortable, but you get into the Hondas and it's like, my knee was always bumping against the stick shift, like where the shifter was for it wasn't a stick shift, but like that thing sticks out and bumps into your knee, and it just like I could never get the seat back far enough. My legs were always cramped. A terrible truck, very bad design. So yeah, and I think Toyota just makes better stuff. I would rather get a Toyota, the same type of truck from Toyota if you can, but they are expensive. There's a reason why they're more expensive. So yeah, you can't get anything for less. That's what I'm saying. If you've got less than $7,000, go out there and get yourself a Kia Soul, because that's all you're going to find. Right now, that's all I can find. When I look up under $7,000 on the website, because that's what when the guy I spent $7,000 on that truck, and the guy's like, I'm just going to probably give you your money back. It was a Tahoe, and it was he was going to fix it up, and he's just not getting it done. And so he's like, I'm just going to have to give you your money back. And I'm like, so I'm going to get $7,000 back, and pretty much the only car that's available for under $7,000 are freaking Kia Souls. I'm like, great. I don't want another Soul. I like the Kia Soul, but I don't want another one. I've already had one. I wanted a truck, but I need a car that sits 8 people. But they're just and the Chrysler minivans. If you want to get a town and country, or you want to get a Dodge Caravan, there's like a million of them out there for like, they all have like 150,000 miles on them, but you can get them for like 6,000 bucks. You couldn't pay me to take a Chrysler minivan. No, thank you. Dang it, I'm running over the crop. Every Caravan you see belches blue smoke. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody has their own preferences on vehicles. I'm not a huge Chrysler fan. I have seen way too many problems. People have problems with their Chryslers. Yeah, the Toyota Matrix is great. Yep. Yeah, that '03 Pontiac Vibe, that thing will run forever. Yep. It's because it's a Toyota. Yeah, the town and country are nice looking. Oh my gosh, a Chevy Astro. Oh man, that goes back. I don't know. I'm telling you, Hyundai and Kia, they have a lot of issues, but they do run for a long time. Like they have gotten down the long-lasting car thing. They get stupid stuff like, broken headlights and broken like seatbelt things, and the windows stop rolling up, but the car runs forever. So they're mechanically, most Kias and Hyundais run for a long time. Let's see, the Toyota Hilux, the truck. Yeah, it's Top Gear, right? Exactly. Yeah, I would not. I don't think I would be. You could convince me to buy one, but. Yep, the unstoppable Toyota Hilux. Which one is that, Beastly? That's the Honda? Hang on, VVTi 6-speed, 180 horsepower. Which car is that, Beastly? Oh, that's the, I'm sorry, that's the Matrix. Okay. Yep, Hyundai's really growing fast, so yeah, you could probably find a Pontiac, right? Like an old one. Actually, I was talking to my wife about the Aztec today. The Pontiac Vibe, I'm sorry, which is the Toyota Matrix, yeah. Yeah, they don't get good mileage. Well, especially their the SUVs. The Soul's not. I'll tell you what, my car's not bad. I get 37 on the freeway. And then I get about 30 all the way around. And I run pretty fast. Like I do a lot of like fun accelerating and stuff like that. Like I'm not easy on my car. I'm everywhere I go. So I think the mileage for the way that I drive, it's not bad. So. Yeah, those vibes are. Elfie, what are you doing? 70 to 100. Nah, I disagree with that, Gator. Both of my kids have their Kias, and they both have way over 100,000 miles, like 180, 190. Neither car have had any trouble at all. My ex-wife has a Hyundai that's got 170,000 miles, no problems. So I don't know about that. They seem to, like I said, they seem to run pretty well. I know that's the impression, but I don't see that many people having those kind of problems. I would say what you're talking about sounds more like Volkswagen. The Tahoe had 170,000 miles, Tay. But his, he was supposedly like totally rebuilding it. And it was supposed to be mechanically in really good shape, but obviously there was an issue somewhere. So. Ooh, yeah, well, that's not very good, Beasley. And that's what I see. Some of them do have that problem. And it depends. It seems like with Hyundai and Kia, the bigger motors are where they start having trouble. So when you get into like their big SUVs and stuff like that, or their V6s, like they have like aluminum head crack and stuff like that. It seems like it's the small engines that do better. But so if you stick with the smaller, like 1.4 liters and stuff like that, they don't have that many problems. So, oh my goodness, look at all these comments. Still get a pilot. There you go. Well, you'll find out. Yeah, it was a Yukon Denali, Louis. That's what I was looking at getting. And, if you get a good one, they will run for a long time. 606 Suburban. I'll have to look again. Once again, it needs to be like in perfect condition, because that's how this guy was supposed to give it to me. But we'll see. Maybe we'll find something like that. The muffler spoke loudly. I like that. Yeah, Honda Civics, they run forever. It's like a lawnmower. Yeah, probably 2.0. 2.0. They have trouble with the 2.0 liter. No, the truck that I was getting, Tay, was based on the same exact frame as the Suburban. It was a Yukon Denali XL, which is the same size as the full-size Suburban. It's basically a Suburban. It just got the GMC badge on it. Now, I don't know about the newer ones. Maybe they have a different thing, but this one was a 9-passenger with full back and everything. Like it was the longer one. I like the Suburban, though. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. So, jeez, I've seen more than that. I've seen Civics with like 400,000 miles on them. So, yeah, it's the XL model, which is the extended. The regular Yukon only has 5 seats, so I don't know. I really like the new. I like the new Civic, the new Civic Si, but it was also $10,000 more than my car, which is almost the exact same thing. So I don't know. I couldn't justify the additional $10,000 just to get the Honda name tag. So, but we'll see. I mean, like all things, the devil's in how long the car lasts. My Kia's got 20,000 miles on it, and my right headlamp started fogging up. Now they're replacing it under warranty, but I'm like, oh boy, here we go. This is the Kia stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff that goes wrong on the Kias. So we'll see if that's a sign of how the car is going to be, or if I'm not going to. Like my other Kias never had issues, but this one is having issues. Willoughby is about an hour. Maybe 50 minutes, something like that. Yeah, right, Red Alpha. Yeah, Honda. I mean, I like Honda. It's a good way to go get her. I just know the pilots are not as reliable as some of their other trucks. So, send it to my Facebook, Tay. And once again, that's assuming I get the money back. I don't know when he's going to do that, but. All right, so it looks like we got about a tipper and a half full, but it's probably enough to do the train thing. I mean, Highlanders would be good, as long as it seats 8 people. I mean, that's the, so a minivan would even work. I don't have to have a truck. My wife wanted to tow her horses, but we can't afford a trailer anyway, so it's like, thanks, Tay. So it doesn't have to be. It can be a minivan too, but like I said, all I could find in my price range in the area were Chryslers. I'm not going to buy one of those. I'd rather just not have a car. Yeah, Highlander would be nice. But once again, I'm not opposed to minivans either. I like minivans. If I could find a Toyota Sienna, that's in good condition. Conversion bus, yeah. It's like an airport bus. Get all the dogs, airplanes, and children all at once. No, it's so rare that we all go somewhere at the same time. So, 06. Four-by-four Chevy Silverado. Yeah, I've got the key. I've got the Kia Forte, but a Chevy 4x4 Chevy Silverado that'll work. Yeah. Oh no trailer. We don't have no money right now. Yeah, and that's what you always have to do that, right? Buy your Corvette. No, I don't need a Corvette. I don't. That's not what I'm looking for. That's right. Drive anything if it was paid for, right? I guess that's the nice thing is if I can get something, it's already paid for once I get it, but. Thick brake, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't. Now, here's the thing. I don't know that I would ever buy a Hyundai or Kia truck. Maybe their minivan. I think that where they're strong is like their small cars. Once again, the Soul seems like it's a very reliable car. 4x4. No, this is going to be the stream for the Night Cube Cloud, so I got stuff I got to do tonight. That's why I streamed early. I was hoping to do earlier, but it took so long to get to the point where I could actually stream because of the download being slow. But unfortunately, I got stuff I got to do tonight. So I will probably be trying to stream this time or earlier each day for the next couple weeks because my wife's working late. And until they go hourly, she's going to have to work late. So once they go hourly, the barn won't be able to afford to keep her there as late as they do now. So they're switching over to hourly on the 15th of January. So, yeah, Tay. Well, we'll talk. Like I said, once I get the money, we'll talk because we're going to have to decide what we're going to do. My other thought was just to forget it and get some snow tires for my car. 2 Porsche. Yeah, there's only one driver. That's the problem. Yeah, I saw one of those the other day, Gator. Kind of cool truck. Looks very reminiscent of an El Camino. 75 Stingray. There you go. 2 Porsches, yeah. Yeah, so, but that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you, Tay. I mean, the Kia Sedona is not a bad van. But once again, probably better off, especially if I'm going to buy something this old. I don't think I would buy a Kia or a Hyundai. I'd probably try to look for a Toyota or Honda at that point, because then you're up into those miles where that's where they start, going bad. So, whereas a Honda or a Toyota will run 250, 300,000 miles, I don't know that a Kia would run that long. It's about at its end of its life. Yeah. Sure, Gator. You and the I'll get this, I'll get that. We'll see what you get when you get it. Let's just wait till you get something. You've only been talking about it for like 8 years now. You and your I'm going to get this next year. We'll see. Okay, yeah, I think that's similar to what the what I was looking at with the other truck. The Z71. I was going to say ZL1. Huh? There you go. Kia Soul it is, Gator. Ooh. Well, if I'm looking at a Yukon, I was going to get a Yukon. That would be about 17 miles per gallon. Is there something wrong with it? That can't be right. That's on the freeway? That's terrible. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was getting, Tayloa. The one I was looking at was a 2005, or the one that I paid for was a 2005. So not quite as much trim on it, but that's exactly what it is. Yep, and it had the gray leather inside. 5.3 liter, 8-cylinder. Yep, same engine. 4-speed automatic. Oh my God, 14 miles per gallon. Oh Lord, that's a hard. In this economy, I'll have to wait till we get another president in so they can lower the gas prices. Then I'll buy one. Current administration could care less about gas prices. I'll have to wait. I can't afford to run that. No offense, just saying. There you go. Upgrade to a Highlander. There you go. 11 miles per gallon. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, trucks are trucks. They get terrible mileage. That's how it is. Oh, man. 2.4. Yeah, see, that's 25 miles per gallon. Well, now I will say this, just so you know, Patchwork. I had a Toyota Sienna minivan, and I think it was about 26 miles per gallon freeway and about 18 in the city. So honestly, that's not that bad. I mean, we're talking about a minivan without four-wheel drive. Subaru Forester, that's a cool vehicle. Once again, though, not for me, because once again, I got to be able to fit. What other cars fit 9 people and maybe some RC planes and a dog? Or 3. None of those. None of them. So whichever one comes first. 4Runner. The 4Runners are awesome. I love that truck. Such a cool looking truck. A Greyhound bus, yeah, school bus, short bus, all those would work. Yeah, I mean, I really do. A bus would be nice. The Ford Expeditions and Excursions are not big enough to tow a horse trailer if we ever end up doing that. They said basically the only, if we're going to do horse trailer, the only SUV that is big enough to do that is the older Chevy Suburban / GMC Yukon. None of the other ones are going to be able to do that. So if we're not towing horses, then I would just go minivan, because the gas mileage is better, the maintenance is cheaper, you don't have to screw around with, suspension braking and stuff like that. Like I would much rather have a minivan if I don't have to tow horses. But they said really for safety reasons, yeah. I don't know. Do the research, man. I did a lot. I mean, like literally weeks of research, and a lot of horse people were saying the Excursions can do it. Yes, they can do it, but they're not capable of doing it safely. They said if you have any kind of issues, they're not heavy enough, and the trailer will pull the. That's just what people said. They were saying basically the Yukon even. They said mostly you should be using a pickup truck. They were like, if you really want to haul horses, you should use a pickup truck. But they said if you have to have an SUV, basically the GMC Yukon / and the extendeds, not the regular versions, but the Suburban and the Yukon XL, it has to be the longer version. So oh no, Cherokee would never be able to do it. I don't know. I just read a bunch of stuff on it. There were lots of people that were, fans of all of the above, but when people were talking like safety and stuff, they said basically you want that bigger chassis. And it could be different year models too. The older Excursions can, and it's the same thing for the GM and the Chevy. They said don't use the newer versions. Like you need to get like the mid and early 2000s versions are heavy enough. But just check into it, because like I said, these were from horse, like people that do the trailering, and they're just And like somebody else said, he's like, well, if you ask a horse person, they're going to tell you that you have to have like a Ford 750, but the overhang. I know, right? But Excursions had a friend than an F50, F50 or F150. You said they're the worst. Well, they are snobbish about their stuff. That is for true. That is for true. Oh, that's my alarm. All right, so we'll grab the. I'm going to see if I can grab a little bit more of this stuff off the field, and then we'll come back to this farm next week. Yeah, but anyway, just from what I read, and I'm not saying that you can't. Once again, they're not saying that you can't do it, but they were just saying that those are the trucks that you really should be getting. But maybe that was different. Maybe the new 350s or the new Excursion is different. Is it really an F350? It should be able to then. All right. Well, Tayloa knows because Tayloa's folks do horses. So. Oh my God! It's a 7,000-pound truck. Yeah, so maybe they were talking about the Expedition then. I didn't see anyone talking about the Excursion. Can you even get an Excursion anymore? Like, do they still make it? And how do they compare as far as reliability to the Chevys? I know the Chevy and the GMC are not very reliable. So if they're better, you know, maybe that's the way to go. They don't. So used is how you get them. What would be the years to buy for those? I know usually when you're looking used, it's going to be the last couple years of used, but then again, they change the body style too. So they don't make the Excursion anymore, though. All right. 7.3 liter diesel. Stop production in 03. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, my gosh. A V10. Holy crap. 99 to 03. Man. Yeah. You can find a rare one, yeah. I probably can't afford one either. I mean, that's the other thing we're looking at. How much do these things cost when you do find them? Especially if it's a, hey, have fun, Vizar. Especially if it's a 730 to 6.0, okay. Okay, so you're looking at the 03, man. Yeah, they're probably also like uber expensive, right? Okay. So if it's the Ford 7.3, what was the Chevy again? Is it the 5.3 that you want for the Chevy? The V8. But that's a gas engine. 6. There's a 6.0. Whoa. 5.3 is the V8. Okay. 6.6 is the Duramax. Man, how do you guys know all this stuff? Excursions are super spendy. Yeah, that's probably not happening. And that's probably why people weren't recommending the Excursion in these forums, because they were looking, these were trucks that they were talking about that were in the last like 5 years. So the fact that it's not available anymore probably means that's why people weren't talking about it as an option. So that would explain why the Excursion wasn't listed, because it's not been manufactured for 15 years almost. So there you go. Well, once again, I have to talk to the wife about that part. So we have to, first of all, get the money back. Secondly, we have to decide, what we're going to do. If we're going to be able to tow and stuff and she needs to take the horses places, well, then we're going to have to, look at something like that. But if it's not an issue anymore, I'm just going to go with a minivan. Because I would much rather not have the maintenance nightmare that is, or the gas guzzling that is a giant SUV. So, you said I'm an auto. You see these things every day. All right. Well, unfortunately, playtime has come to an end. I have to go to get my wifey from work. This is the first night that she's been off before like 10 o'clock. So hopefully this is a thing that's happening, and then we'll continue to stream in the evenings. But $20,000. Right, exactly. True that. And lots of people there have trailers and trucks, so I'm sure she could get one of her friends to do it too. Just to, if they wanted to go ride, like trail riding or something. But they got plenty of trails around the barn too, so. I think she had these ideas that she wanted to do all these horse shows and stuff, and then we ran out of money, and she's like, okay, I guess we can't do that, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had fun here on New Holland Farm. We've got our little shack set up, and our barn is nicer than our house. But this has been kind of fun doing the potatoes. We've gotten 2 trailer loads so far, so I'm thinking it'd probably be worth it to rent the train and sell off these potatoes, and see if we can make more than if we can break even. I'm happy because we got the experience of using the potato harvester. I'd like to actually make some money, but I don't think that we have enough potatoes to really make money. I'm assuming that we're probably going to get about $15,000 to $20,000 per trailer load. So, yeah, and that's what that sees now. What Zwajo's saying is what I was seeing in those forums. They're just not meant to do it. So. But I wouldn't be buying the one. Once again, it's the reason why we went with the SUV idea is because I can't fit 9 people in a pickup truck. So it's got to be an SUV. And at first I was like, hey, the Honda Pilot can do it. And I read on forums, people were like, no way, you cannot use a Honda Pilot. So, all right. So anyway, guys, I got to go. Have fun. Have a great night. We will see you next time. Be sure to subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, thumbs up always help. See you next time, guys. Have a great night. And I will probably stream on Saturday at some point if I can. And I know Mr. Micah wanted to join. We may do some of our Elm Creek Farm that we have, the multiplayer. So if you guys are a part of that, please be ready. But we will see you guys on the weekend. And you will have fun. And I will have fun. And we will all have fun. Have a good night. Bye.